Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse One here. Excuse me. Today is Monday. It is March 22nd, 2021. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there is the moon. And it is about 4:30 in the afternoon, so it's kind of bizarre that the moon is out and there's an airplane going by up there by the moon. If you can see that as well. But it looks kind of neat. And I shouldn't say by the moon because that airplane is not anywhere near close to where the moon is. But it's kind of neat that it's in afternoon here and the moon is out already. It was out like that yesterday too, so it was pretty cool actually. So before I get into this video, I just want to remind everybody really quickly. On my website, we have the Prepper Nurse One Legacy Freeze-Dried Food Sale going on. So if you go to preppernurse1.com and you click on store, it'll drop down and it will say Legacy Foods. If you decide to make a purchase, we're doing a sale right now where you can save 20% when you check out. So 20% will come off automatically when you check out. Okay, so definitely take advantage of that. Just wanted to share that with you guys. And so that is what's going on with that. But anyway, excuse me. I wanted to talk about today really quickly. I'll be honest with you, so I got to tell you what I did today. I did nothing today. I was just not feeling it today, so I didn't do anything. And Mom and Beck have been gone today too. They were off doing some running around and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just one of those kind of days. So that's what we did. We did nothing today, and that's okay. You're going to have days like that. But it's just an absolutely beautiful day, though. Actually, I'll show you real quick. Before we get in, I want to talk about a topic here in a moment, and I will get into that. Oh, and by the way, the sale is going to be running until April 7th, just so you guys know. So the sale started on Friday, and it's going to go till April 7th. There's the chickies out enjoying the weather, and the puppies are as well. All right, let's take a look real quick. All right, so I have this set up so that it will not go higher than 28 on here, okay? Because we programmed it into the charge controllers. So right now, the batteries are at 27.92. So what it's done is still saying that it's bringing power in, but it's really decreased the amount of power coming in. So it really limits it once it gets to that certain point. What they're doing over the last several days, because we've had like really 3 super sunny days in a row, is just loading these batteries up with extra power, which is really, really good. And that's what we want to have happen. So, but yeah, it's just been very, very good. Sunshine definitely helps. Alright, so let's talk about this topic that I wanted to speak about today. They're talking about Biden is now trouting out putting $3 trillion into infrastructure. Now, if he does do that, absolutely, I'm 100% for it. I've been saying for years, if you guys have been listening to me, that we need to work on our infrastructure. Now, $3 trillion, to me, that's just a start. There's a lot, and of course they're going to be doing a lot of green incentives and all those type of things is what their game plan is. But I just think that I think it's a good move, and their way that they're going to finance it and the way they're talking about financing it is Biden has basically said he's not going to raise taxes on people that are making less than $400,000 a year. Okay, so if you're a couple and you're making $400,000, you're not going to get taxed. But if you are somebody making more than that, then they're going to increase the taxes on those folks. All right, and so that's how they plan on paying for this infrastructure plan. Now, I have no problem with that. I mean, the rich have a tendency, and and I'm nothing against anybody that's rich. It's not trying to hammer anybody because they've done well in life, but they do everything that they possibly can to work it so they pay less taxes, and a lot of times they, find every loophole, and that's why they have the lawyers that can do those type of things, to find every loophole that is out there so that they don't have to pay as much in taxes as the average person. And that's, that's not right, obviously. So with them taxing the rich, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I think they should absolutely, and this is my opinion, be going after big businesses very strongly as well. Big business, is making a tremendous amount of money, and they're absolutely not paying their fair share. They're really, truly not. So if we go after those as well, I'm absolutely 100%, I'm all for it. Okay, so just sharing that with you. I want to hear your guys' feedback on that. But I honestly, I don't have a problem with them going after the rich folks to take, to pay for this, infrastructure plan that they're talking about. Now, what are they going to be doing with the infrastructure plan? Where's the money going to go? Okay, they haven't really broken that down 100% yet. But like I said again, we really need a complete overhaul on our electrical grid. We need a complete overhaul on our waterway systems, getting those squared away. Roads and bridges, especially bridges. A lot of bridges are very, very antiquated as well. I know our electrical grid in certain spots is very antiquated as well and needs to be hardened. Those are things that I think that would be great if they put that money towards that. Again, if you put people to work and give them a decent living so that they can make a decent living, it makes them feel better, it gives them a purpose, and that I think is really, really important. Really important. So I wanted to show you what I had been doing really quickly. Just because I'm thinking of it, it's in my mind right now. What I've been doing, you see the piles are pulled down here. This here yesterday was all frozen once you got to that certain point. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick. I'm going to go grab my rake. And I'm sure the greenhouse is toasty warm. Oh yeah. It's like walking into a sauna. It really is. It's that warm in here. So, all right. So we're just going to pull some of this down. And if you can see, hold on, let me just get some of this. Hold on, I'll show you guys real quick. So what's happening is once you get under that top layer, underneath there is still frozen. It's just not warmed up enough, and the stone's on top. And so I'm taking these layers down and put it in the stone, so all the stone down here is thawed out. It's just because, when we got it. So I'll do the whole area again. I'll rake this whole thing down. I'll do that today. Just so I can continue to get it so that we can utilize the stone. What I'm going to be doing, like I said, I think I told you guys over here, this is going to get extended out. The next raised bed's going to go in there. I'm not sure exactly if I want to mess with that next and get going on that, or if I want to finish up over here. I have to really just, we'll have to see what happens. I don't know yet, but the wood that I had cut in here the other day. So what happened yesterday, my back tweaked on me, okay? So you see a lot of the smaller stuff is in here. That's going to go into the bins over on the side. The bigger rounds, like those, they can just go inside, and like Mom and Becky can burn them and stuff like that. So obviously today we've had no fires going, just because it's been so nice. But so all this brush, like I said, I came in and I've been cutting that back. But that's a tree stump there. That's the bottom of it, because when it got pushed over, when the trees were taken out, when we first got the property. And God, I think that is, I'm trying to think how long ago that is. It's quite a while. I'm not 100% sure exactly, but it's quite a while. And maybe 8, 9 years, something like that. at least 8 years. I know we've had the property for at least 8 years. June will start my 7th year full time down here at the property. So I know we had it for a little while, probably a year and a half before we moved down here, maybe even 2. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, when we first got the property, I had Bill come in with the bulldozer, cleaned a bunch of stuff out over by the shop, and he had pushed and he'd opened up all this area here, and he pushed everything up over into here, and it's been sitting there ever since and just rotting, basically. These branches that you see all here up in this area, they've been down here for 2 years. Those were from the trees that I took down when Greg and I took the trees that were in this area down, and I had to, I bucked them all up, and then I took all the tops and stuff and I threw them all through this area because I figured I'd come back later, which is what we're doing now. Give them a chance to dry out, and now they're going to be great kindling. So those things are all going to come together like that as well. So it's just a matter of getting this done. This is going to get done, but you can see the difference, how much lower that is here, okay? Because what happened is this whole area here, when we dug out the back last year over here for where the addition's going to go, all that dirt went over into this area to bring this area up higher. Okay, so it's like I said, it's just it's been a work in progress, and that's what we're doing. But it's been well worth it. I mean, it's been well worth it. But yeah, so just so you know, today was a lazy day, and I kind of wanted to just give my back a day to just chill out and relax. So that's what I've done, and so I'll probably be back at it tomorrow. But anyway, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the proposed $3 trillion set up to work on infrastructure and how they do plan on paying for it. I want to hear your feedback on it. I know a lot of people are going to argue the point that when you tax big businesses too much, then they move their businesses elsewhere out of the country. But they can stop that too if they really want to. If they really want to, make these people pay and stop just making record profits and just, how much realistically, and you have to think about it, and this is what I think about all the time. How much is enough? Realistically, how much is enough? I know that, like, I've talked to people, through the years here, and I know I have a lot of new people on here now, and the channel continues to grow, which has been awesome. My ultimate game plan, and I've said this right along, what I plan on doing, once I get to a point where I'm making a certain amount of money, obviously I have to have enough money to live, have some saved, obviously, as well, continue to do projects here at the homestead as well, but what I plan on doing is I want to get to a point where I can help other preppers and off-gridders, and to be able to go in somebody that's struggling and having a hard time, be it with solar, be it with water, or like a well, or running the plumbing, whatever the case may be, whatever they need to work on their homestead that's going to make their lives better, because that's the ultimate goal, is to make your life better, to make it more comfortable, to have it as normal as you possibly can. And I think that's a big thing that a lot of people really truly do not understand about prepping, living off grid, and doing this type of lifestyle. Ultimately, it is, being comfortable, having everything that everybody else has, but not having to pay somebody else to get it, and to have peace. But ultimately, my goal is, that's what I plan on doing. Taking so much money each month and going to a homestead, and and I'll pick them out. I'll figure out who I want to help. And there's a couple people up in Canada that I already plan on helping, and they both know who they are. And those are going to be the first 2 people that I do help when I get to that point. And I've talked to both of them about that, and it may be a while before I'm able to do that, but I do plan on giving them both a hand, when I'm in that position to be able to do that. But that's my ultimate goal, because realistically, let's say I had 1 million subscribers on the channel. I got to clean this lens off, guys. I think it's really dirty, and I apologize. There, that's better. Okay, so let's say I hit 1 million subscribers, right? And I'm making bank, and I'm making a ton of money, right? How much do I need? realistically. I mean, you don't. You only need, I mean, there's wants and needs, and people, you know, what happens for a lot of people, once they reach a certain level of making money, they're spending at that type of level. But that's not what I'm looking to do. You know, I want to keep my expenses as low as I possibly can. And, you know, like my biggest thing that I have right now is the payment for my car. That's my biggest payment. And if anybody's been watching the channel for any length of time knows, the last vehicle I had for 11 years. So it wasn't like every 2 years or something I'm out buying a new vehicle, because that's not the case. But again, you know, I'm going to have that until it doesn't work no more, until it costs me too much money in repairs to fix it, you know. That's my game plan. Again, you know, so I just, you know, make the payments on that, but that's my biggest expense. You know, my property's paid for. My taxes are not that bad here, and so, you know, that all helps as well. But you know, like I said, I want to give back. I've been very, very fortunate. I've been very, very blessed, and so my ultimate goal is to help other people, you know, and get them on that journey, and so that they don't quit, because so many people go off grid and have this delusion that it's going to be sunshines and rainbows and everything's going to be wonderful, and then they get out there and they realize how difficult it is to go off grid and to live this lifestyle, and, you know, and heat with wood, and, you know, have your own well, and you know, have your own solar system and all those type of things. They don't realize, they really don't. So a lot of people, within inside of a year, they're back on grid, you know, because they quit because they can't handle it. You know, and that's no judgment on anybody. I'm not trying to say that, oh, I'm casting down judgment. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But if I can be in a position down the road here where I can make that transition better for people, that's what I plan on doing. I mean, everybody's seen this show, Homestead Rescue, and that family, they go in and they help people and they get stuff squared away. And I think that's a cool thing. But, you know, I plan on doing that same thing, and that's been my game plan for quite a while. You know, and as I get into that position to be able to do it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm looking forward to doing that, because it's like, that's the ultimate to me. To me, that would be the ultimate, to be able to be in that position to say, hey, I'm coming up there. What are you? We're gonna sit down and discuss what they need. And let's say they don't have running water in their place, and they don't have a well. So we dig the well, we get the running water, we get things set up. Psychologically, being able to have a well, having water, and having running water. Oh, here comes the troublemakers. Having running water, it makes all the difference in the world. So there they are. They're back. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off here so I can get this video up for you. I've been chatting. I want to hear your feedback on the topic as well. So, she don't even know I'm there recording. But, so anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. That's important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important. And we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also, remember STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is you. Nobody else can stop you. So Mom saw that we're recording. So she just waved. So anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. I will be live streaming tomorrow night as well. So I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse One, out for now. Mom, wait for everybody. Ma, say hello to everybody.
I can't hear you.
Say hi to everybody.